Przed chwilą zrozumiałem, że muszę usiąść i nagrywać. A już miałem jechać do domu. Wiecie, dalej się nie nauczyłem, jak odwracać kamerę. Chyba na live jest taka jest taka funkcja. I didn't learn how to turn around the camera in the iPhone when I'm recording video. I'm stupid. But I just realized in one moment when I was about to go home that I need to sit down here and I need to remember. It was exactly this spot, or maybe I was a little bit to the left like that, a few inches. That I saw it at the vision I told you about. Yeah, I saw it. Well, actually, I think I experienced it. It's not something you see. My eyes were fixed on the trees there and the piece of sky, and it was about the same time, although the sun was shining more. No, it was towards the evening, like now. But now the sun is shining still, but I think it's covered by the cloud. So I received this vision right here in this spot, this one. I was sitting here. I mean, I had to sit down, and I wanted to sit down quickly. I remember I was doing something in the garage there, working on the laundry, and Bella was here, the dog. I brought her to keep me company, you know, and she was running loose. And then I think it started from the look, from me looking at the dog. And then I realized there's something going on with me. And I came here quickly, you know, around. This wasn't here, you know, this is recent, but there was some junk. So I came quickly around and I sat down on this sofa. I put it here because that was full of junk, and then I started building the laundry. I had to move this here, and this I brought from my garage. This is from my condo. 2 years or 3 years after I sold it, still don't have a place to put it in there, in somewhere, and it's clogging my garage and stuff over there. But it's not what I wanted to tell you. This is where I sat down. Of course, at that moment I was like in other reality already. Like I sat here with my jaw probably open, and now I know I was crying, and I was like saying words, but I wasn't praying. It was not the prayer, but my hands were together, you know, like to the prayer. But I guess I do that even nowadays in the church. It's just holding my hands like that. Like they taught me to pray, you know, with your hands like this. Other gestures they use in the church. They raise their hands, you know, like welcoming the spirits. Yeah, things like that. I didn't do the hands, but I kept them together, like not like for the prayer, straight fingers. No, like together. Yeah, warm. And I just had this feeling, like I was entering something, or something was entering me, like you would say spirit or a ghost, or that wasn't a single unit, it was the whole earth, you know. It felt like heaven, like yeah, earth, this surroundings here, felt like heaven, or like you would say, Garden of Eden, yeah, Rai, Rai. Like I realized I'm in heaven, I'm in Rai. This is the place, and I got to live. But not only this, that was one on the understanding. No words were spoken, or nothing actually really worth noticing happened, not major event, almost no movement, but surrounding you reality, like almost touching you. It felt much deeper. The words, I'm struggling to explain, and I'm speaking in English. Even in Polish, I have hard time to explain. When I think about it, I don't think in words. It's feelings. It's wisdom. Like you would, to use the maybe visualization, where like you would take all those things, your happiness, your knowledge, your wisdom, you throw it away in the bowl and mix it so it's homogeneous, and that thing is surrounding you, and you feel like one with it. And I just had this, it's more. There is more. There is everything. In that one moment I had here, and I was crying and I was saying things, and then the tenants came to throw away the trash, and I didn't even move. I mean, I kept the same position, and if I wasn't sitting, I would be probably kneeling. Okay. This is attempt to explain what happened to me. And then after that, maybe I want to try to explain it on some primitive example. Like, do you remember the movie, what they call Blues Brothers? Yeah, it was a comedy but they received mission from God. Remember, mission from God is something similar happened to me. I'm on a mission from God. Grandiose ideas. No. It's emotional. I'm a totally different person when this happened. I mean, I was a different person before. I already decided to fight with the situation with my son. I said it has to change, and that was about that moment. No, it was earlier. No, I think I was trying to change something with Mikołaj, and I had such high hopes for him. I mean, every father does, yeah. But I think he must be sick. I called him today. We don't talk often, but I called him today. And he said he doesn't work for quite some time already. Last time I heard he had a job, but I think he got fired. It just crushes me. But it's okay, he's over there. He's got a place to stay. Mom is closed. Food and clean clothes and things like that. But I'm still worried as hell, Yeah. Anyway, it's not supposed to be about, well, it's supposed to be about me, but not about It's supposed to be about my vision. Look at those trees. They look something similar. Like now. Let me zoom it in. There, there. I was looking there, but it's not. I didn't want to see anything. It wasn't. It was not visual. No, it's not visual. It's emotions and feelings that come to you, not through not through your usual sensory inputs. I don't know how it came to me. Maybe it was already in my head, or some kind of a beam. Yeah, Scotty beam me up, like a beam of information, or maybe a trigger that opens this. Maybe like like box or container, and something triggers the container to open, and you had a burst of impulses in your brain. Yeah, but it would have to be external, or maybe it came when I look at the dog, my dog Bella, because I remember that moment. I think I got her eye, glimpse of her eye. Yeah, and then no, and then my eyes were wide open. Yeah. So when I say it wasn't visual, I don't know what I mean, because I kept my eyes fixed on those trees, but there was no illusion there. That's not what it came from. It came straight from my brain. It overwhelmed me. And then, so to the point, I just wanted to sit down and cry. I mean, I didn't want to cry. My tears were rolling down my cheeks uncontrollably, similar to what I experienced in the church, and similar to what I experienced in Poland when I went to visit my parents' grave. Yeah. I couldn't stop crying for quite some time. I tried to hide it because the kids were there and Hannah was there, but she almost cried with me. I remember the picture with the sad eyes she has. And we're standing there as a family on the ribbon right now. It's just, I start crying. Yeah, you see my eyes are watering. There is like, like you want to cry. I mean, you don't want to cry, but you have this burning in the back of your eyes, and it just flows. And if you let it flow, it doesn't burn anymore. It's actually a good feeling to release them. And I'm not an actor. I'm a real person. I cannot cry whenever I want to. But yeah, these are very emotional moments for me. My interior was exposed at some point. Or I chose to be like this. Not to close myself anymore. Because I remember when I closed the container. It was a long time ago. But I must have been like 7 or 8, because I remember even, well, at the beginning of the marriage of my father and my stepmother, there were fights, little ones, but they tried to keep it together. I remember that we took a family picture about 2 years after I got married. A similar situation to mine, but reversed. And the man, I mean, yeah, my father is also the man, and is much better man than me. I remember at the beginning, it was promising, could be fun. Of course, poverty and everyday life wears you down, and but I don't want to talk about my stepmother. The feeling I got is it was like my mother. It was there, present, not in a body. It didn't have a body. Maybe I imagined, because I didn't see any body, any shape like that. I think I felt her. I felt the love. I think it was like my mother. I'm emotional. Maybe because I'm emotionally wreck, but it's not that. I'm better lately, I'm better. Because I keep remembering more and more. Even from the vision. It must have been in the fall last year. Yeah. In the fall last year, it was still warm. I think I was wearing similar clothes, so it could have been September, maybe early October. Beautiful time of the year. I love both spring and fall. Summer I don't mind, but winters I liked when I was skiing, but lately I neglected skiing for some reason. I have to take care of myself, on the I have to take care of myself on the intellectual side. I have to read some books and listen to some music. And because I feel like I need it. I'm lacking in that area. What I know so far in art and music and poetry and literature, I think it's good. It's enough. But I want more, because I'm hungry of the experiences, the beauty in all those things. Yeah, I'm talking like this, yeah. You hear me talking like this? I was never like that, never like that in previous life. So it seems like I've got awakening, It wasn't rude awakening, no. It was actually nice. Oh, and the crying in Poland happened before that vision I had. Yeah. You know, I never remember the dates, birthdays and dates when they died. My parents never remember the dates, but I asked no, I think my friend sent me that picture. And I blew it up and made it on the dates. And as for a reminder, I framed it and I want to remember from now on. My mom's death anniversary is in September. She would have been 100 years old. She was born in 1925. And I know in October we're gonna get our vows repeated with a hand. I'm certain, 99%. I want it to happen. She's a diamond. And I'm a diamond, I told you. I'm a black diamond, black polished diamond. Smooth. And Han, she's a perfect diamond. Rarefied. You don't have to polish it. It's good as it is. You know, all the sides of it. Gdyby Ziemia, no, wyobraźmy sobie, że tak w takim wyobraźmy sobie takie ćwiczenie umysłowe. Taki krótki przykład na podstawie planet naszego Układu Słonecznego na przykład. Jak Słońce zacznie się powiększać, będzie połykać po kolei planety, to przecież nie połknie ich w całości, tak? Bo zanim do tego dojdzie, połknięcia, połączenia się tej masy naszej planety z Ziemią, ze Słońcem, naszej planety Ziemia ze Słońcem, no to większość tego będzie chyba spalona, tak? Przez ten żar lejący się z nieba. Tak? Dobrze gadam? Drzewa spłoną. Piasek się rozpuści i spłynie jako lawa. Czyli będzie gorąco. Ale zrobi się z tej ziemi jakaś kropla rozgrzanej magmy. Będzie w kształcie takiej kropli deszczu spadającej do słońca. Wtedy zniknie na planecie, dawno już zniknęło, życie, tak? No dobra, ale dalej jest gorąco, tak? Robi się coraz goręcej. Jakie tam są temperatury? Tam na Słońcu to nie ma czegoś takiego jak Ziemia czy materia, tak? Co tam jest? Energia, tak? Czyli nasza masa naszej Ziemi odwróci się w co? W lawę, tam gotuje się i te wszystkie tam atomy ze sobą się a potem się zaczną rozszczepiać. Czy co będą robić? Nie wiem, jakieś cuda zaczną się dziać. No od tego momentu rozgrzanej lawy dalej już nie kumam. A co się stanie z wodą, z tymi wyparuje, tak? Gdzie? Hmm? Gdzie wyparuje? Gdzie się schowa? Woda. Z tyłu, tak? Musi się schować. Tak, żeby ziemia zasłaniała tą wodę. No dobrze. Ziemia zasłania wodę. Ta rozgrzana magma nie. Woda nie może, wyparuje, no nie, bo woda, czyli że co będzie? Atmosfera będzie? Tak jak teraz? Nie. Jakoś to mi się nie wydaje możliwe. Gases uciekną w przestrzeń? Nie, nie uciekną, bo trzyma je grawitacja, tak? Zmęczony mam umysł. Za daleko w tych rozważaniach nie doszedłem. Czyli jak będzie tylko rozgrzana lawa, kropla lawy zmierzająca ku słońcu, to nie będzie w tej lawie już żadnych diamentów, nie? No bo rozpuściłyby się, tak? Czy w jakiej temperaturze rozpuszcza się diament? Ciekawy jestem. Albo taki grafajt, nie? Grafajt jest chyba lepszy niż diament, jeśli chodzi o odporność na temperaturę. Tak by mi się wydawało. Ale sobie kombinujesz, chłopie. Dobra, wyłączamy. 23 minuty gadałeś.